Good afternoon. I'm your Colorado Cuddlist, Cassandra Brown, and I'm here today to talk with you about two of my very favorite things, cuddling and coaching. And those could seem like two totally different worlds, cuddling and coaching, because cuddling is what I do through Cuddlist, and it's consensual, non-sexual touch. It's holding and being held. It's what happens when we shut the door on sex and open the door to intimacy, sensuality, pleasure, and empowering touch with consent, where you really start to tune into and ask for what you want and don't put up with or tolerate anything that you don't. So cuddling is my shorthand word for all of that. And then there's coaching, which I've used with parents and with people working with shame and vulnerability for the last 6 years. And the coaching that I love is inner empathy style of parts work. So I'm just going to call it parts work here. And with the parts work, it's fantastic for working with anything that you're two different minds about. Say you want to stop yelling at your kids, but you keep yelling at them. Say you want to quit drinking or smoking, but you keep picking up the bottle or lighting the match. Say you want to lose weight, but you find yourself still noshing out on those heavy, fatty snacks or late night binge eating, right? Anytime that you have a stated goal and you're doing something else, then parts work is super helpful for that because it treats both of those things, the part that's doing that late night eating and the part that wants to lose weight, as two different people really that you could invite over, like friends you could invite over for tea, and you sit down and you talk with them. And the lovely thing about parts work is that it goes along so nicely with cuddling because we're creating this really compassionate and gentle space to listen to whatever comes up for any of your parts. We're not trying to fix or change or judge or figure them out. We're not trying to get the part that's eating late at night to shut up and stop it already. We get authentically curious. What's going on for that part? What needs, what feelings, what values is that part holding that are getting met through its strategy? Because every part of you is here for a reason. Every part of you, it's doing its best to keep you safe and happy. And therefore, if your parts are doing things that seem at odds with the values of the whole system of you, then that part needs to be listened to and needs to notice that its strategy isn't really doing everything that the system wants. But anyway, we won't get into how the parts work works. We'll just say it does. And it's very gentle and very compassionate and very effective. That's why it's my favorite tool. It combines fantastically with cuddling. It totally reminds me of those ads, if you're old enough to remember them, for Reese's peanut butter cups. You got your chocolate in my peanut butter. You got your peanut butter in my chocolate. Well, coaching and cuddling are like that. They come together and both of them get better being brought together than they are apart. Cuddling all by itself is awesome. It helps us down-regulate our nervous system, open and get curious and be, have that feeling of belonging and safety. When we take that feeling of belonging and safety and we combine it with listening to the parts, listening to those different voices within us, then amazing things can happen so much faster than standard talk therapy, which I am not a therapist. I'm a coach and a cuddlist. But many people have said to me, hey, I'm finding this more effective, or I'm finding this to be a really great complement to the therapy that I'm doing. I have personally found the parts work and the cuddling to be incredibly transformative. Basically, the most powerful tools that I have come across in my 20 or more years of personal growth, teaching yoga, teaching meditation, being in fitness, being a coach. And this parts work and cuddling is what I am so excited to offer. So please reach out. I'll put a link down below for you to request a cuddling session. And when you request it, then we'll have a phone call. We'll talk about what's going on for you and how this could really work for you and benefit your life. And that first conversation is always free. And I'm just so delighted to talk to you. So So please reach out, and I look forward to connecting soon. Again, my name's Kassandra Brown, and I'm a cuddlist and coach here in Boulder, Colorado. Mwah!